I am reminded of is, first one is a sort of question form. It looks like the great warrior king Arjuna was asking his spiritual guide and teacher to show him the way to find peace. But even more than the peace, he just wanted to be happy, which seemed to be the quest of everybody and everything in the world. There's not even a single person who doesn't want to be happy. People, animals, plants, they all look for happiness. One doesn't have to be, quote and unquote, religious. Even a person who doesn't seem to believe in the so-called organized religions or atheist, or in the words of the Russian friends, non-believers, they also look for happiness. Right now we see thousands of people jumping over the fence, going to the other side looking for happiness between East Germany and West Germany. You don't hesitate to go through any kind of ordeal to find the peace, find the happiness. So Arjuna seemed to have asked, how can I be happy? And Krishna was more or less laughing at him, saying, how can you be happy without peace? To quote the exact phrase in Bhagavad Gita, just for your reference, Ashantasya kuta sukham. Ashantasya, the one who does not seem to have peace. Kuta sukham, where is happiness? So where is happiness to the person who doesn't have peace? Well, naturally, Arjuna should ask another question then. If that is so, where can I get peace? Is it something I can buy in the supermarket? Or forget about everything, get drunk and go to sleep and find peace? Or commit suicide and find peace? How can I find peace? And he gives answer by another phrase. Again, to quote the very Sanskrit phrase itself, Tyagat Shantir Anantaram. Tyagat, by tyaga, by dedication, by renunciation, by giving up, in simple plain English. By giving up Shantir Anantaram, one can get unending peace. That summarizes the way to peace. In one word, I can say, if you are interested in peace, give up. But what to give up? Our friend introduced me as a person who just came from the Himalayan cave. So, I went there to find peace. Many go there to the caves, to secluded areas, to the quiet retreats, monasteries, convents, to find the peace. Do they get it? The answer is no. Because it's not by changing the place or giving up something that you have been using, you find the peace. It's not giving up the material side, giving up the world. Even the Bible at one point mentions that. In the Jesus words, if you want to follow me, leave everything behind. Carry the cross. Follow me. If we can understand the meaning in a superficial level, it looks like giving up the material things. We have seen people who do that. I remember once a gentleman who came to Rishikesh, Himalayas, and saw, oh, what a wonderful place, very picturesque, peaceful, on the banks of the Ganges. It's so peaceful. I'm going to go back home, settle everything and come over here and stay over. Yes, he went back, and as said, he came back. He went into a quiet place, stayed there for a little while, but then within a week he started coming to the post office. He said, what are you doing here? Oh, I thought probably I left my address. I thought I might get a letter from the home. Because my boy was studying in the final year, and I just wanted to know whether he passed or not. He gave up everything, but here he is thinking of them. What is that kind of giving up means? It's not the things, it's your attachment to it. The sense of owning, possessing, the mindness. Give up this I, me, mine. It doesn't matter where you are free. Real giving up is that. Mentally, detached. Stay where you are, do what you are doing. But do not try to possess anything. Because that is the cause for restlessness. I know some of you might be expecting me to talk about the world peace and the peace in 1990s. I know that's the topic of the evening. But before that, I like to say that the peace really begins with you. If you do not have peace, even if there is peace outside, you are not going to recognize it. We have to have peace within us first. Charity begins at home, we say. Are you peaceful? We have heard a lot of peace talks, summit conferences, peace marches, all over the world. Did they bring peace? No. Why? Because the people who went to have the peace conferences did not have peace in themselves. They didn't take peace for the conference. They were simply talking peace, but behind the talk, the back of their mind, they were looking how much I can get from the other guy. Each one tries to grab something from the other person. My country should benefit by the talk. It's not with the idea of how much I can do for you. So there was no peace in the hearts of the people. I'm sorry, not in the hearts of the people, the heads of the people. Because as you know, almost all the peace talks are organized and gathered by the heads of the nations. When the heads come together, there'll be too much of noise. True. Just even put two heads together. How much of a noise it makes. Why? Because head is nothing but hard nut. It's a hard nut. That's the reason why when two people begin to use their heads, they can never be together happily. And that is the reason why when two people come together in matrimony, you know how they address each other? How do they call each other? Oh, my sweet head. Is that how they call each other? No. Instead, oh, my sweetheart. There is the clue. You can be together, you can be harmonious only when you use the hearts, not the heads. Let the hearts of the nations meet, there will be peace. Let the heart speak forward. That's where the feeling, the love, compassion, everything beautiful is there. Head is only a sort of intellectual place where you can simply put an ad. Excuse me for using too many puns. But just see the spelling of the head and the heart. Head spells as he, H-E-A-D. It looks like he puts his ad on the head. Whereas here, he presents his art in the heart. So if you want the art, go to the heart. If you want the ad, go to the head. And as we know, not all the advertisements are pure and true and it's all superficial. Commercial, business. Business means how much I can get from the other guy. That's why you put an ad. How often you see huge billboards say, cool, that's my taste. I give you a few millimeters extra long, 100 millimeter. Ad. What for? To make your lungs clean? To get your money by poisoning your lungs. So advertisement means always to get something for my benefit. I am selling something for my sake. Head always does that. Heart always gives it. Wants to share and care, love and give. So people should use the heart more, not the head. And that's what you call religion, in a way. All the spiritual teachings are based on that. Blessed are the pure in heart. It did not say, blessed are the pure in head. You can never be pure in the head. Heart should be pure. And when you use the heart, and when you develop the compassion and universal love, there's no barrier then. There's no I, me, mine. Instead, ours. The whole world becomes your place. Everybody is your own family member. If we are really looking for peace on the earth, that's the only way. Let us learn to love each other as one family. That needs a beautiful heart, a loving, generous, broad heart. Universal love. When you use the spiritual theme, what is spiritual? It's something beyond the body and mind. The differences are there in the body and mind. The cause for the restlessness or the lack of peace is fighting in the name of differences. My country, my color, your color, my language, your language. I must get everything. It doesn't matter how much I poison you and your system, how much I poison the water and the air and the earth. I must get everything. The individual comes first. So naturally they don't hesitate to do anything and everything for a little gain. There is competition then. And certainly there can never be peace that way. The only way to find peace is to rise above these differences. The body-mind differences. Go to the very spirit. Because in spirit we are one. We are already united in spirit. To realize that is the goal of every religion, every philosophy. Spiritual realization. And where do you begin? Begin with yourself. First know that you are a spiritual being.